Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jonny and Samfan's podcast. And we're here with Evie now as our, what is it, like third Norwegian at this point, or something like that?
Yep, we're up to 3 Norwegians.
Yeah, you're keeping count. One Swede, three Norwegians, and one UK, right? Is it something like that?
Yes.
And she hasn't even said anything. Evie,
Huh?
welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
You have been taking a little nap, so you are a bit sleepy still.
I'm always sleepy.
You know she's actually only the second Norwegian.
Are you assuming my
That is true,
nationality?
actually.
Yes, I'm assuming you're Norwegian.
Is that not true? Oh, that's a Red Bull being opened. I could tell.
No.
No, no.
That's how water sounds like in Norway.
Is
mean,
that so?
I mean, they released that drink, didn't they? The water in the can. I can't remember who did it.
That's
Water in a can?
the
Yeah,
thing is
it's
like, why wouldn't
called.
that fly when like in bottles work just fine? Why does having water in a can feel so weird?
Well, I mean, I think it's more of a meme because it's called Liquid Death.
Okay, okay.
Like, so it's like a marketing ploy for like to buy water. It
I
looks
see.
like an energy drink slash like alcoholic drink, but it's just water.
Oh, nice. Is
So
it like with the bubbles in it or not?
no, it's just mountain water.
Oh, I see.
It's literally just water in a can.
Which is your
So
favorite like bottled water? I mean,
I've no idea. I drink mostly from the tap.
you
To
don't
be
have
honest with
like
you.
a favorite brand that you're like,
I
oh,
know.
whilst I'm buying myself some water, I'm gonna go for this one.
I mean, like in the UK, no, because and I guess in Norway I've bought it sometimes if I'm out. UK maybe Evian because that's the one I remember, and they had the bigger ones that were cheaper. And then I only know Faris in Norway, so
I mean, isn't Evian like one of the biggest worldwide?
yeah,
Because
Evian
I
a
feel like that
piece of
I've seen
shit. No,
that
that's
in a lot of
Nestle.
countries.
No, don't worry, that's not Evian, it's Nestle.
No, but
Carry
I've
on.
seen Evian in Croatia as well.
Yep, exclusive to UK and Croatia.
I mean, it's
I don't
big.
know.
It's big then there's no way it's only Croatia and UK because that doesn't make any sense. I mean, who
I have.
marketed that like, oh, we're gonna pick the two most obvious countries. Let's go for Croatia and UK.
I mean, there's a lot of similarities between Croatia and UK.
Is it okay? Count up the similarities between Croatia and UK.
An hour in both of them. No, that's not right. Unless we're calling it Britain.
Yeah.
I already give up.
I guess you have the colors, blue, red, and white.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Evian's actually French, so it's probably in a lot of places.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you
Probably in
think?
France too.
What do you think, Evie?
Huh?
Your favorite bottled water?
My favorite what? Bottled water?
Yeah.
Imsdal?
That's the
Oh,
one
that's
I
a
was
good
gonna
one.
pick.
No,
Is
it's
it-
actually, it's the, yeah, it is that one. It's the one with the mountain inside. Is
Yeah.
that Imsdal?
I
Is it
just
Norwegian, you know?
when I had it, like the first time we were traveling, me and me and my sister and our family were traveling up from I think Öland or something like that to go home, and we stopped to get water, and she got Luca, and I got Imsdal, and we were like mocking, being like making commercials about them for ourselves and stuff, and hers was called Luca Likes Asia. So it's like Asian, maybe Asian fruit or something in the flavors. And I had my Imsdal was just like cold Norwegian water, and it was like Imsdal. And I liked it. It was nice. Since then, I've been loyal to a random Norwegian brand. I feel happy about it.
That's nice. Have you tried the Voss? The one that is like super expensive, like
No?
compared to the other ones?
Is it better in some way or?
I mean, Voss, I guess it was like mostly known for being, you know, like a celebrity water.
Oh,
And
is
it
it
has
like
like a fancy bottle.
I've seen
But
in
yeah,
some YouTuber open like the most expensive water in the world. It was like in a big thingy, and then it's like in glass, I think, and like They opened it was like 1,000 kroners for one bottle or something like that.
Holy fuck. Oh yeah.
I know I don't know like it's probably just normal water and a great commercial scheme for making money. But you gotta love that it actually works. At the same time, like those stuff are only gonna work because it's the most expensive, because then people will buy it
Yeah,
just
of
because of it.
course.
So,
Some people have money to waste, so they waste it on water.
yeah,
Like obviously, shit water.
probably the biggest flex. Imagine buying that water as your normal like day-to-day water just to flex on people.
I think
You have
most
like,
people would think that you're an asshole, to be
yeah,
honest.
probably.
I don't think anyone ever sits there and has ever gone, you know what I want is some 1,000 krona water, and then gets envious when someone has like. I'm more like, it just feels like a waste of money. That's what annoys me more than I am like, I wish I had that money.
I
If you
could just
understand me.
imagine, there are in Sweden there's a program for like people that waste their money in stupid ways.
Mhm.
And I could just imagine like a program where they're like, you could stop drinking the super expensive water and just take the ones out of the tap. It's like, no, I need my 1,000 kroner water. I need it.
Anyone even buy it? And like
And
really?
no, I don't. I mean, I guess some people buy it probably just for like YouTube videos or like, I don't know, to flex on people. But
That's quite a small market,
yeah, but then again, it's really expensive.
I guess.
I mean, they don't really have a lot of margins to fill, do they? And
Do
I guess like they just take tap water and be like, oh, let's put it in the bottle and sanitize it, and then we're good to go and sell it for
uh,
1,000.
that's against the law, so I'm pretty.
Is it though?
Yeah, because false advertising. They probably say it comes with like some extra. There's this thing called smart water in the UK, which is supposedly has like more nutrients or some bullshit in it. So like, I can't imagine they'd sell like
Is
a
it that what
1,000 krona water.
vitamin well is though? Kind
Huh?
of. Isn't vitamin well that like water with some minerals and shit?
I don't know. I'm just saying whatever this 1,000 krona water is probably like also got. That's what they say has gotten it, because there's no way that they say just regular water for 1,000 krona. Because who would buy it? And if anyone does buy it, like you, that's just like it's just a waste of money for the manufacturer. But
I don't know. I feel like people do stupid stuff when they know it's like record breaking in some way.
yeah, but you've got to understand, like a company has to produce and make that. That's going to cost them money if they're not going to make it back. Like, because it's a pretty big gamble if you're not at least trying to market the water as like very good water. Like, how are they possibly going to make money back? Like, no, maybe some people would buy it because they're stupid, but I don't think that there's that many people with money to waste, and the amount of like that they'd produce and like sell, and all of the production costs come into it. It just seems like it can't just be basic water.
Okay, so
That's what I would guess.
I've done a little Google search, and I have the 10 most expensive ones. So this is not there. Okay, let's just skip to the first place because that's the only way it's gonna make any. Oh, actually, I found the one that they were trying in the YouTube video. It's called Filico, and it's not 1,000 kroner. It's $219 dollars per 750 milliliters.
Okay.
And they say, or this is what is written about it: if you love the game of chess, then you'll recognize the look of design of Philokus' uniquely designed bottles. They were cut to look like the king and queen pieces of chess, representing royalty. The glass bottles with Swarovski crystals are elegant, but the water is luxurious too. The water that is in the bottles hails from the highly regarded spring in Kobe, Japan, known as Nunobiki, and is used by a sake producer in Kobe. The water is high-priced water, selling for 219 per 750 milliliters. Doesn't say anything about like about minerals, but I get like the packaging looks super expensive and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it.
The number one is, I mean, this has to be just because of packaging, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. The number one is Acqua di Cristallo Tributo a Mondaligan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
$60,000 per 750 milliliters.
Well, I mean, like, is that commercial water though? Because like, I could kind of understand why like the market tagline of it being used for sake and stuff.
Yeah.
That's quite a thing, isn't it?
I don't know. What is the point of like water to sake? Sake is alcohol, right? But where does water come into the production, or like how does better water affect the
I
progress?
mean, I'm just assuming, but surely you'd assume because like there must be water in like all forms of alcohol, right? So like at least some water content. So like
Yeah, I
you know,
guess.
like surely better quality water is going to produce better quality alcohol. So
I guess.
and
It's like a really simple thingy,
but
but yeah, makes sense.
that's why I would get why it's more expensive if it's from a specific place. That's like obviously that must be important, or they wouldn't have mentioned it.
Yeah. I feel like Evie's guessing without even saying much. Is she still here? Evie?
Hmm? Huh?
Are you alright, or are you actually napping again?
No? Yeah?
Yeah? No? I feel like that's not definitive answer.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think
About?
about
Oh, there's.
expensive water?
I don't really have an opinion about expensive water.
I see.
What do you have an opinion about?
I'm watching this bird and it has a really cool like headdress.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
What sort of bird?
Um, the royal flycatcher. You guys should Google it right now.
That's the name if I've
A
ever heard
royal
one.
what?
Flycatcher.
Did you say
That's got
flycatcher or what?
got
Yeah,
a pretty
flycatcher.
pretty funky head.
Yeah, dude.
And what's it doing? Or are you just watching it with a?
Apparently, it's exuding the same behavior, like if it gets held, as when it's like trying to mate.
Oh
Oh.
right, okay.
It looks like a centurion, or like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
thinking on the yeah, it does.
yeah. He's like, follow me, guys.
That's pretty cool.
One thing I don't get is like, oh wait, I figured it out. It's all good. What's
what?
this? No, I was thinking like, how are the feathers going in? But then I saw like a picture of how it looks without
Right.
it being flipped up. But
Yeah.
I guess people aren't too like keen on photographing them without the thingy up. So
Yeah, I guess they're just less popular pictures, right? So
yeah. I watched a YouTube video earlier today about the most or like the biggest forests in the world,
okay.
and they explained that like if the forests are being like left without, or like here in the northern parts, since the ice age was here, there are so many like fewer species because they weren't like, it wasn't here for as long a time as like the Amazon or stuff like that, so they have so many more species just because of that, because they've been left like to specialize and stuff like that. And I kind of get that
Yeah.
because like every animal here are kind of like an, I don't know, they just like multi-role or whatever you call it.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Like in multi-role, they don't like specify too much. Whereas like if you go to like the Amazon and stuff like that, they have so like special stuff. So
What do
like,
you mean a multi-role, though?
okay, say like a wolf.
Okay.
They hunt like a lot of different prey,
Okay.
and like they don't have any like special move that is like unique to them really. And like if you look at
Okay.
flock animals or like pack animals, I guess it's called in English, like they're like the same.
Okay.
They have a like an alpha leader and like a lot of, I don't know what you call like dog family, or like hyenas probably have like to the same, like ish the same stuff.
Right.
Whereas if you check in like the Amazon, they're like, oh, this bird catches lives on this one little fruit in this one particular area of the forest, and they have like super special thingy. Yeah. I feel like that explanation was way too deep for like my
So
argument there.
you're saying that European animals are generic and the Amazon and stuff aren't.
Yeah, I guess. Or
I
just
mean,
in
I guess
general,
I
like this,
kind of agree with you, but
the northern part. I mean, it's not just like my opinion. He said it in the video, so I'm just gonna refer to him.
okay.
So it's all
I mean,
good.
I mean, I kind of agree with it. I guess it makes sense. That's why places like Madagascar and the Galapagos have like very unique species because they're
Yeah,
untouched by. But generally, I think like I guess the Amazon is so big, like is gonna have a lot of variants because it's not that urbanized. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I reckon there are some pretty unique species in like Europe and stuff. They're just not as interesting because we're in Europe. So like if you think about somewhere like Australia that's heavily urbanized, it's got quite a variety of like animals and shit there. So
I
not the
agree.
same, I guess, as like the other ones I mentioned, but I think part of it's probably because like and if you're looking like a bird like that, obviously you wouldn't see something like that in Europe, but there might be like an equivalent, just not as flashy. But then it's I don't know. That's why that's my input.
Yeah, I've always been like kind of just like a little sad that we don't have too many cool animals here.
But
Like,
cool is a matter of perspective.
I
And
guess.
also, no one has cool animals because the cool animals are in non-urbanized places. So like, no one like lives anywhere where there are just cool animals going about.
I guess
Oh well,
not
I
cool
guess
enough.
it's what you
I
think
mean,
is cool.
Australia, maybe like if you think that kangaroos are cool, because they are like deer there, like they're
But,
kind of popular,
yeah,
or
but
like
then Australians
big.
wouldn't think that kangaroos are cool, right? Because they see them all the time.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I mean, they're kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I guess, but like
But
again,
I think that elks are kind of cool too. But
yeah,
and I see them quite often. But like it's not often enough for it to be boring. Like if you see an elk, it's still like, oh, that's a cool thing to see, even if you see it like a couple of times a year.
yeah, sure, but
'Cause
like exoticness is kind of. I get what you mean, but yeah, exoticness is kind of based off of location. Not exotic if it's there,
yeah, that's
but
true.
no, like truly exotic animal like has because well, unless you're like an indigenous tribe because they only exist in unlike humanized parts of the world. That's why, like in the Galapagos Islands, all the unique species are on the islands that don't have people living on them. Because when people settled, like they bought like donkeys and shit like that, and then rats came and they killed off like most of the animals. So they had made it so they couldn't leave that first island and stuff like that to
Yeah,
protect the rest of the species.
sadness. Which species would you bring back if you could?
Dragons.
They've never existed.
Komodo dragons are a type of dragon.
Yeah, I know, but they do exist
Why
today.
don't we ask Evie what she would bring back for?
Evie?
Hmm?
Which I just like out of it. Which species would you bring back if you could?
Uh, the Megalodion.
Megalodon.
Yes, that one.
What, the shark?
Yes,
Why?
because it's hella cool. Like it's super big and. Oh. Why
You like?
is that a wrong answer? Or?
I
Well,
mean,
it's
there are
not a
no
wrong
wrong
answer.
answers.
It's
Just
just
like explain why you think it would be cool to have it back and stuff.
Because like it would probably kill a lot of stuff, and it would be, I don't know, cool to hear about.
You'd be like, oh, look, a megalodon fucking ate up like a blue whale and shit. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
or like ships and stuff. You know?
megalodons aren't bigger than blue whales, are
No,
they?
they're not bigger, but you know, maybe like two or three of them could take down a blue whale because a blue whale doesn't really have a lot of defenses because they're so
Apart
big
from
that
the fact it's
nobody would.
fucking stacked.
Yeah, I mean, they're huge, so not a lot of people
I
would
think you,
like ever
I
think of it.
think you overestimate the size of a megalodon.
Or what are they, like 12
Could
meters?
be like
Something like that?
as big as a school bus, I think.
I think they are like 12-ish, or they
20
were.
meters a megalodon
Oh,
apparently.
that's still a lot. What are the
Blue whale's
blue whale like
33.5.
83?
33.
No, that sounds more legit. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck, dude?
There's a museum in Iceland where you can see like a blue whale penis, and it's
Yeah,
really big.
that's nice. Weren't you guys at a museum in Amsterdam that had that kind of stuff, but for humans, I
Ah,
It
guess,
was
but
only human stuff,
it
I
was
think.
only human stuff?
Can you guess the length of a blue whale penis?
8 meters.
Well, no, it's not going to sound impressive. It's only 2.4 to 3. Why would it be 8?
I don't know. I just wanted
That's
to
huge.
eyeball it. Yeah, I mean, they are huge in general, aren't they?
Yeah. They can hold a single ejaculation is about 20 meters. 20 liters, sorry. 20
Yeah, was
liters
that
of
what?
semen.
Yeah, that's a lot of semen.
Yeah.
But like, how big are like the actual sperm then, or like the spermie? I don't know what is
The
the
size of
singular
a human
word for
baby.
it? No, but
I,
like, legit, shouldn't it be bigger than like what ours is? Are they big
I
enough
have
that you can see
absolutely
them?
no idea. I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't think so. But
oh,
sperm is like incredibly small, isn't it? So,
I know, but like they are so huge. Maybe like with a microscope, I don't know.
or maybe it's more just like
It says the average blue whale produces over 400 gallons of sperm when it ejaculates, but only 10% of that actually makes it into his mate.
oh, there we go. Oh, there's so much.
I
It's
guess
still so much.
Oh,
better
good.
make sure.
It goes everywhere, guys.
I mean, they're just blast. Oh, yes, it's full circle. They're like that meme. So I just started blasting with Danny DeVito. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, right. I
Even though
mean,
that they don't know that
yeah,
it's
no one apart from
nobody.
me
Yeah,
understands why that's full circle.
yeah, but it's all good. Basically, I I broke a tire. Do you say you broke a tire? No.
You bust a tire.
Yeah, I busted a tire today, and the guy fixing it looked like Danny DeVito. And I told Johnny about that earlier, and that's why it's full circle. Now everybody's caught up. So
Nice.
yeah, cool. Now we can go back to talking about sperm and blue whales. That's
I
nice.
wouldn't think it would be like noticeable. I feel like that's just information that would kind of be. You'd have seen it at this point. Like if someone would have filmed, like I don't know, like a bucket of sperm, if you could literally see them swimming about.
Yeah,
So I think Evie's kind of answered it right with the like, if only 10% makes it in, that's probably why there's so much.
yeah. But there's like a whale that is called sperm whale, right?
Yes.
What is there something about their sperm, or like why is it called the sperm whale? Does anyone know?
Yeah, I'm a whaleologist actually, and
Yeah,
it's called a sperm whale.
here we
I have
go.
no idea. I haven't.
I thought I heard
hang
it
on, let's
like a
Google.
Google. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
The name sperm whale is truncation of spermaceti whale, which spermaceti or whatever, originally mistakenly identified as whale semen, is the semi-liquid waxy substance found in a whale's. So, yep, that's an answer to our question. So I guess they thought there was a load of cum in their head,
Oh, that's interesting.
if I had to guess.
Why would they? Oh, but yeah, because it
'Cause-
blows out like water when it breathes, right? Maybe
No, I
they.
just told you it was found within the whale's head, so I
Oh,
guess like
maybe
I
they
guess
chopped it
that's why
open.
they. Yeah, maybe they chopped it open and thought it was semen, so they called it a sperm whale because sperm whales have
Retarded.
massive heads.
I guess.
Well, is it retarded?
I don't know. Like, why would they have sperm stored in their head?
I don't know. It was an early time. I didn't think it was something that happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I
I think
guess.
someone went like, oh, look at this whale we've never seen before. Maybe the sperm's in his head. Like, why did people, used to, rub piss in their hair to keep it like, because they thought it smelled better.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they used to do it.
You used
They
to
could
do it, or
style
they
it. No,
used
I
to do
didn't
it?
used to do it. They used to do it. Some people think the Earth is flat.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
It's actually a huge society of those people where I live. It's
most
like
people are stupid.
it's like put up as graffiti everywhere here. Like flat Earth society, flat Earth, blah blah blah. But I'm thinking like it has to be like a meme, like at least here, because like nobody's that dumb here, or at least I'm expecting nobody to be that dumb. Because
I mean, maybe.
okay education and like free education, at least you should
Yeah.
know that it's not like what the fuck, dude.
Well, there's free education, like maybe not at university level, but at least enough in the UK. And Getty doesn't think evolution exists, so
Yeah, that's true actually.
you
But
know.
Getty's special. Getty's a snowflake.
You know what else is special?
No?
The size of a sperm whale's brain, which is 5 times heavier than a human's.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
This is a good one. We've been talking about bottled water and
Yeah.
whales, whale penises.
I'm waiting for like the thingy.
That's it.
How is that relevant? I don't get it.
What?
How does bottled water come into it?
Because that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but like how does that connect to what you said now?
Because I said this has been a good podcast. We've been talking about
Oh,
bottled water
I
and
see.
sperm.
Yeah, okay,
You're gonna
nice.
have to cut that out, or you're gonna get really embarrassed.
Oh, it's all good, it's all good. I just didn't know that you were reflecting upon like what had already happened. I was like, oh, now we found something that makes sense, like in the context of this.
And
But no,
I guess you could bottle up whale sperm and sell it.
I feel like I should put in the title like Evie question mark because Evie hasn't really been very active.
Hmm?
I feel like you've just been like kind of idle, Evie. You've been just like chilling
She's
in the
looking up.
background.
She's looking up whale penis facts.
Is that so? Do you got a lot of
Right,
us for now, Evie?
right, Evie.
Uh,
I feel
yeah.
like we're poking her with her name
Yeah.
and it doesn't work. Sadness.
I don't have much opinions about bottled water, so
Or whale sperm.
nah.
Do
Or
you
do you
think
have?
you will be able to tell the difference from all the knockoff brands of Red Bull? I will make you try.
I'm pretty certain I will recognize which one is Red Bull.
Is that so? I think it's gonna be harder than you expect, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. But I had like the same test with the different kinds of Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and I
Yeah.
got like 7 out of 8 right.
I
So
mean, I could probably do cola and Pepsi, but this, I feel like this difference is smaller. But then again,
you have to realize
I
that
don't drink a lot of like as much Red Bull as you do, so you probably are better at that.
I'm consuming like I guess like between 1 and 2 liters Red Bull a day somehow.
That is crazy. Let's not hope doctors listen to this. Oh,
Mm.
Dave, you could just turn off now. I'm just it's too late. Oh, sadness. Uh, I was, what is like? I've only tried maybe like 3 brands of energy drinks, and they all taste the exact same. So I don't know. Like, does
What?
all energy drinks taste like Red Bull, or is it just like
No.
me
No.
being random?
Yes.
What are the
Like
odds
what?
of that?
What energy drinks have you tried?
So I tried Red Bull, Power King, and one more that is like with a UK flag on it, basically. And they all taste the same as Red Bull, to me at
Maybe you
least.
just don't have like the taste mouth. Like how
The
people.
taste mouse, yeah.
Yeah. Like people can do like wine tasting and stuff. To the layman, it tastes just like wine, but to the aged tongue, it
Oh,
tastes
I
like
guess we'll see
different
when
things.
Evie tries them, because like if she fails, then it proves that, you know, I don't have the, maybe I have the, still have the tongue. What do you call it? The taste mouth. Yeah,
Yeah, the taste mouth.
yeah. Is that like a normal expression or something that I
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
it
yeah,
is? Oh my
yeah.
God, lol. Just sounds weird to me, but maybe that's
It's
just me.
just not. It's not.
Oh, I
That's a lie.
see.
I'm lying to you.
I mean, you could tell,
I mean,
I,
I'm a linguist, so I see why you trust me.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, you're you, so I shouldn't trust you since you're bamboozling so much.
Sorry?
I mean, you're like a mini Evie in twisting words. You're learning
Yeah,
from the
but like
master.
it's not about what you say, it's like how you say it and with the confidence you say that makes it believable. So like if I say something in a stupid way, people won't believe me,
Yeah.
regardless if it's true. But if I say it with confidence, then people will believe what I'm saying is true. That's why I had a friend who always used to just kind of chat bullshit, and at the start, it's kind of like the same with Geddy. Like when Geddy says something, he says it with so much confidence
Yeah,
that
that's
like
true
you just
actually.
believe it, and then like it's not until you kind of get to know Geddy that you sort of start to question things a bit more.
Yeah.
But I had a friend who was the same, and he always used to come up with these facts, and there was a point where he said something, and I was like, no, I know that's not right, and then I realized he'd kind of just chatted shit. So,
Ah,
but
sadness.
he's a funny guy. So all about
Geddy's really
confidence and
like
fruit.
Geddy's just he's really easy to like use suggestion. Like if you say so it was like this, Geddy, and then he was like yes, like he'll always just
Yeah.
bite on that. But
Yes.
guys, it seems like we are running out of time, or like I guess the podcast is just coming to an end. So thank you everyone who has been listening, and thank you Evie for ish being a guest on the podcast at least. I mean, you you were a part of it sometimes, but you know. And we will see you guys next week for a new guest. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys are in Tromsø or not, but we'll see how that goes. It might be a little break. And
Yes.
yeah, thanks for listening, and bye bye.